Hello and welcome to Improvaganza 2020. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to put on a great show for you, but we need to meet the players. So here they are. Please come out. Let's meet our seniors first. Welcome Katie Duro and Katie Riome, our seniors. Thank you, seniors. And now let's bring up our juniors. Our juniors, we've got Greg Neppel, Stephen Wu, Sloan Greenfield, Vince Hackle, Alicia Pennepacker, and Josh Pat. Those are the juniors. Let's bring up our sophomores, the fearsome foursome. We have Nathan Horwitz, Peter Canalia, Julia Bundy, and Drew Whitford, our sophomores. And finally, let's bring up our freshmen. We don't have any freshmen. That's okay. Maybe next year. Maybe next year will be better. We'll see. All right. Well, welcome again. My name is Joe Karlovsky, or as the kids call me, Mr. K, and welcome to Improvaganza 2020. This is definitely not the way we thought we'd be putting on an improv show this time of year, but we're going to do our best. We hope that we're going to give you some laughs, some chuckles, and hopefully we're just going to have a great time. We're going to do this improv show via Zoom. We are recording it, so I know that we're not doing this live for you, which is a shame because we would love to feed off of your energy, hear your suggestions, shouting from the audience. So we're going to try our best to simulate some of that. And look, it's Zoom. We know that there's a chance that there could be some technical difficulties. Someone might freeze, audio might cut out, my dog might be barking in the background. Anything can happen, but hey, that's kind of the spirit of improv. So we're just going to roll with it as the best we can. Pretty much what we're going to do in this Improvaganza is we're just going to play some games for you, and we're going to bring the players up, describe the game, play it, and hopefully it'll be a great time, and we'll just move it right along. Okay, and so with that being said, let's play game number one. And this is supposed to be a party. We're going to play the game called Party Quirks. So I need Katie D, Stephen, Drew, and Alicia up on stage. And in this game of Party Quirks, one of our players will be throwing a party. Wow, how fun. And they are going to have 3 guests come over, and each of the guests are going to have some sort of crazy quirk that the host is going to have to figure out what it is just by interacting with them at the party. And I believe our party host is going to be Katie, so we're going to say bye-bye, Katie, as she goes to the waiting room. And so now what we're going to need is we're going to need some suggestions as far as what their quirks could be. Maybe it's their character. Maybe it's literally something about them, a physicality, all sorts of things. Now, obviously, you at home, you might be shouting at the TV screen. Okay, hopefully you don't seem too silly doing that. But we're going to try to, pretty much the players who are not in the scene are going to be kind of making up some suggestions in our chat. I know that's not the true spirit of improv, but we're going to do our very best here. So again, our 3 are going to need to find a quirk in the chat here. And they're just going to grab their own. So when they're ready, they'll say that they have it, and then they'll tell the audience what they got. So we're looking at the chat here, and you 3 can let me know when you found one.
All right, I found mine.
All right, Drew's got his.
I think I got mine.
Alicia, okay, you'll share it with us in a moment. Stephen,
got mine.
You got yours. Okay. So they're going to go out in the hallway, and Katie's going to start her party, and then they're going to show up to the party. All right. I'm sorry. I need to say what it is. So, Drew, what is your quirk?
I am afraid of Katie.
You are afraid of Katie. Alicia?
I'm a raccoon.
She is a raccoon. And Stephen?
I'm a Karen.
You're a carrot. Okay. Well,
Karen.
Like a Karen. Oh, boy, you are a Karen.
Yeah.
A Karen. Okay. Well, have fun with that. All right, I'm going to get off stage, and you guys, actually, let me bring in Katie first. And Katie's showing up now. Hey, Katie, looks like you're ready for a party. I'm going to get off stage, and I hope you have a great time. I hope some guests show up for you, okay? Players, you are ready. You may begin.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have my Zoom birthday party. It is going to be Wild West themed. I have my Yeehaw hat and my trusty steed, Bart. So I hope some people come. we'll see if they get into the waiting room. All right, Steven's in the waiting room. Let me let him in. Hi, Steven.
Excuse me, I don't want you to call me by that. Okay. Can I speak to your manager, please?
Oh, sorry. What should I call you then?
You know what? I don't want to even deal with it. I don't want to deal with it right now. I
Okay,
don't
sure.
want to deal with it.
Alicia is in the waiting room. Let me let her in.
Hey,
Hi, Alicia. What's up?
not much. Happy birthday. I brought you a gift. It's an empty soda can.
Wow, thank you for that. I will cherish it forever.
As you should.
Thank
Excuse
you.
me, do you have a empty soda can for my son over here?
Sure, I have a whole stash. Well, does he want anything else? Like a trash bag, a pizza box? I got everything.
Hang on 1 second. Drew's in the waiting room. Let me let him in. All right, Drew. Hi, Drew. What's up? How are you today?
What are you doing with your mouth?
I don't know. I just didn't think that she'd be here.
Well, it's my birthday party.
I know, but why?
That's a really good question. So do any of you guys want any food or anything? Karen, what about you?
You know what? Forget it. I've been here for an hour and I don't want any more food. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. But this is a bad birthday party anyway.
Oh, okay. Can I offer you anything, Alicia?
Yeah, do you have any like trash or I also like small animals. Like I don't know, bugs, smaller rodents. I eat anything, honestly.
That makes sense. Let me see. I don't know any in that. Oh, I don't think I have anything in like my fridge or anything that is like trash, but maybe I can find some out back. But do you happen to be grouchy today?
No, I'm feeling pretty good actually. I know it may seem that way. I look kind of suspicious. Some people say I look like a burglar or something. I think it's kind of weird, but it is what it is.
Gotcha. Drew, you hanging in there? Oh, Karen's back in the waiting room. Let me see what she wants. Yikes.
Okay, I'm back. I didn't want to come back, but hey, you over there, a panda looking thing. What are you trying to eat?
I'm just eating the can I brought. I don't know why you're so accusatory right now.
Hey, I don't think that trash pandas are allowed. Raccoons are allowed at this party.
Suit yourself. I'll take your trash anyways, whatever.
All right, see you later.
You know what? That's my cue to leave as well. Good luck.
Thank you. So, Drew, can you tell me what you've been up to these past few months? I haven't seen you all quarantine.
Okay, how am I supposed to trust you? How do I know you'll find my address and come find me in the middle of the night?
Silly, we're friends. I already know your address.
I don't trust you, I'll be honest. You do not give off anything that would make me like you as a trusted person. I'm sorry.
Wow, you have some trust issues, don't you? Oh, Alicia's back in the waiting room. Hey, Alicia.
Hi, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but I can smell Drew's fear from here. Drew, I just need you to know that no matter the company we have, I need you to take deep breaths. There's nothing to be afraid of, okay? Okay, you're gonna be okay.
Thank you, Trash Panda.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta go eat the trash now. I know I'm not welcome here or whatever.
Yeah, I know. So like where do you work, Drew?
Why should I trust you?
That's a really good question. Maybe it's like because we're friends and like we can vibe together even if it's over Zoom.
Uh, um,
Oh, looks like you're glitching a little there. So you have some pretty deep trust issues, huh? Oh, Karen's back. Hey, Karen.
I hate to coming back and forth, all right? But like the trash panda said, I'm smelling some sort of fear, all right? Fear that is only in your. Okay, Drew, look at me. Look at me. You can have a full conversation with me. Okay, I know you're scared of me, okay? But like, what else are you scared of? Huh?
What else are you scared of?
You know what, Katie? You know what, Katie? You are making. I can't. Just your manager didn't come, and you are just. You know what? I can't anymore. I can't. I'm leaving.
Alicia's back in the waiting room.
Drew, I know it's hard. You really maybe just ignore her. Maybe just pretend she's not there. I don't know what you did.
What I'm trying to do when she keeps trying to initiate something.
Just don't look at her. Just don't look at her. It's okay. It's like she's not even here.
Okay.
So is Drew really afraid of me?
Isn't that obvious? God.
All right, Drew. I know that you're super afraid of me and you like just can't trust me.
I'm just gonna cut you off right there. It is a genuine blessing.
Okay, bye. Wow, I guess you're the trusty steed to my whole life.
Well, I'm afraid that that's time. That is time. Yes. Oh boy, Drew is just so afraid of Katie. I'm not sure why, but yes. All right. Well, nicely done. Nicely done there. Yeah, those quirks can be tough to interpret over this medium. But yeah, nicely done. That was party quirks, and that was our first game of the night. So there you go, one down, and we've got a few more to go. Our next game is called the alphabet game. So if I could have Peter, Katie R, and Julia up on the stage. And so the alphabet game is just a simple 3-person scene that our players are going to improvise a 3-person scene, off the top of their heads. That's what improv is all about. And the only rule, the reason it's called the alphabet game, is that I'm going to give them a letter to start with, and that every line of dialogue is going to have to start with the next letter, progressing all the way through the alphabet. But instead of starting with A and going from A to Z, because that would be so cliche, we're going to start with a different letter. And I'm going to go here. Well, actually, I will give you the letter at the end. Before we get that letter, let's get a situation for this scene. And for these 3, let's go. Where is somewhere that they all work? These three all work, or maybe they're customers at some location. And so as I'm seeing some suggestions in the chat, we're going to say that these 3 are all professional clowns. They are all professional clowns working together, and they are going to start with the first letter of the dialogue is going to be the letter, let's go with the letter L. L. Let me get off the stage, and players, you may begin.
Lately, this whole clown gig has just been getting to me. I don't know what it is.
Man, that really stinks.
Maybe we should put on some makeup.
No, makeup is the worst part of it. It always makes me so itchy, and I just feel like gross.
Oh, well, I guess this time we can just do the nose.
Please, my favorite is doing the entire face. I like painting it a good blue, maybe. That's usually fun.
Question: Why would you put yourself through the torture of being a circus clown?
Really, I think it's because it just pays so well to be a circus clown.
She's right. I couldn't agree more. I just love being a circus clown. Everything about it is perfect.
Totally. I mean, the pay is good, but the makeup, the big shoes, the squeaky noses, that stuff's just horrendous.
That's the whole idea of being a clown. You gotta love the wig. You gotta love the polka dots. You gotta love the big shoes.
Very true. Being a clown is all about loving being a clown. So maybe you should try a different profession.
Well, I don't think being a clown is fit for me. I agree with you. I think I'm probably going to go into trapeze or rings of fire or something like that.
Xavier's in trapeze. Maybe he can help you out.
You know, I always thought Xavier was really cool. So I think you'll work well together.
Zoinxo was also Xavier's trapeze partner, I'm pretty sure. I'll probably have to ask him about it.
Acrobats are actually have a really steady career. So I think that if you were to transition from clown to acrobat, it wouldn't be that difficult, and I think you will do really well in it.
But do you have good acrobatic skills? Because I think that's also important.
Clowns need to be wacky, so I think I'll be enough at acrobatics.
Definitely.
Even though I can't even do a cartwheel, I think I might want to try being an acrobat. Can someone teach me?
Flips aren't that hard to do. I can help you learn them.
Great. Can I join too?
How have we all just got this idea that we're moving to acrobats? Because I think it's wonderful.
I think it's awesome too. Let's ditch the sound kid and come.
Just in time for the circus to start again.
Krusty the Clown is waiting.
Let's go to the circus.
And that's time. Okay. Well, those clowns sure went through a nice career path, a great workshop of their futures. And that was the alphabet game. Thank you very much, Peter, Katie, and Julia. All right. So again, that's another example of what we do with improv. Just, creating structures and having some fun with it. All right. Our next game, we're going to try to find some love. It's the dating game, and we're going to bring up Greg, Sloan, Alicia, and Josh. And this is going to be very similar to all those TV shows that maybe we've seen over the years, where we're going to have an eligible bachelor or bachelorette who's looking for love and is going to have to be interviewing some candidates. Unfortunately, these candidates might have some interesting identities and traits about them that our bachelor or bachelorette is going to have to figure out. I believe our bachelor for today is Greg. So Greg is going to go back out in the waiting room as we figure out who his contestants are going to be. So bye-bye, Greg. All right. So this isn't going to be quite like Party Quirks, but similar, where these three are going to need some sort of identity. So it's really more about a character, a name, a historical person, a celebrity, anything like that. So we're going to get some suggestions in the chat. And again, they're going to choose their own as they do it. And, they're going to kind of reveal who they are just by their responses. So again, you three are going to pick wisely, I'm sure. And all right, as they do that here.
I think I got it.
Okay, Alicia's got hers.
I've got
I think I've got mine.
Okay, well, I'm curious to hear what they are. I'm going to leave the stage. So, Alicia, who are you?
I'm Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill. Okay, hopefully Greg is a learned person. Sloan?
I am the Wicked Witch of the West.
Ooh, okay. And Josh?
I'm a Luigi. I'm a Luigi.
Luigi. Do you know Luigi's last name?
Luigi Mario.
That's right, Luigi Mario of the Mario Brothers.
We're just gonna roll with it. Hey!
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to bring Greg in, and hopefully he'll find love with one of you here. And so here we go, bringing Greg back in. And Greg, welcome to the dating game. We found three very eligible people or things for you to get to know better. And I'm going to let you take it away and see if you can find your one true love.
Alrighty. Well, I am extremely single, so I'm looking for someone that I can just laugh with, someone that can be my partner. So if it's all right with you guys, I have a couple questions to ask you just to make sure I know who I really want to be my future spouse. We'll start with contestant Alicia, then go to contestant Josh, and then contestant Sloan. We'll go in that order. So, first question for you all. If we were going to go on a date, where would you take me?
All right. Well, I do live in London. And I would probably take you to the Big Ben. I'm very patriotic.
That sounds like a great time, I have to say. Next contestant, where would you take me on a date?
Well, as a refined Italian man and myself, I would take you to the finest place for some pizza pie and some spaghetti and meatballs in all of the land. It is a bit of a magical land, might I say. And just a nice pizza, maybe a little bit of mushrooms. We'll see how the night goes.
Okay. Next contestant.
I think I'd take you not to Kansas, but definitely not near water.
Okay. Well, I have to say I do love all of you. However, I think it's down to two contestants. I'm sorry, Mario. I don't think we'd be a great match, to be honest.
So is him, isn't it? Every day I wake up and I go, you're gonna be the top billing man. But no, it's always it's always him. We got the
Okay, so it seems as though our Italian friend has disconnected. That is unfortunate. I guess we'll just keep rolling. All right. Contestant number 1. If you were to buy me
internet to cut out. I've just been talking to a blank screen with a stupid accent this entire time.
Your internet did cut out, and it was quite embarrassing. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
where did I leave off? I gotta figure out.
No, you're done. You're done.
Okay. Well. Bye-bye.
Contestant number 1. What gift would you get me if you were to get me a gift?
Oh, I'm quite an affluent person. So let's see. Probably something expensive, like a ring. I'm really as a public figure, I prize knowledge a lot. Maybe a book or a pen. I'm quite an old person, so I don't really care for all these new knickknacks and doodads.
Okay. Next contestant.
If I could get my hands on it, I think I'd have a slipper that would go really good with your hair.
Okay. All right. I love all these answers, but I think I just have one more question for both of you. What do you describe your everyday life? What do you do? What would you say you like to do?
Well, I don't have a lot of free time. I personally have a very important job. And honestly, there's a lot of lives at stake. So sometimes I order airstrikes and read books. That's about it. I give speeches a lot. If you want to hear anything, I am quite the speech giver.
Okay, next contestant.
So I spend a lot of time with my flying monkeys. A lot of time away from water. Not a fan of water.
All right. Well, thank you both, but ultimately, I'm sorry, Wicked Witch. I think Winston Churchill is too hard to pass up.
The double whammy, getting them both at the same time there. Congratulations. Yeah, you and Winston.
So
I wish
excited.
you
I'm going on a
lifetime of
date with
happiness.
Winston Churchill, Mr. K.
Yeah,
have a
I wasn't sure. I
connection.
wasn't sure what history class.
It's almost as good as D-Day. Almost.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. All right. And can we bring? Unfortunately, Greg, you were wrong on our other friend if he wants to rejoin us.
Is that Luigi?
And make one last plea for love.
I had to choose, and I was like,
Don't choose him. You know how I feel about Italian.
I'm sorry, Luigi. If your brother was here, then 100%. But you have an eerie connection to ghosts that I can't do.
Yeah.
I have a mansion.
Oh, folks, this is Improvaganza for you. We never know what's going to happen. But the one thing that we're definitely having fun. We hope you're having fun too as you're watching. Well, that was the dating game. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been hard in this, quarantine and remote world to watch a lot of good movies, but someday those movies will return, and someday someone is going to have their Oscar-winning moment. And that's the name of our next game is Oscar-winning moment. We're going to bring up Nathan, Vince, and Steven. And this is an example, again, of a three-person scene, just a normal three-person scene. However, this is where they're going to really have a chance to shine and have each of them an Oscar-winning moment. And what I will do is I will call Oscar-winning moment for each character one at a time. And that's the moment where where they're going to make the clip. That's the clip they're going to show when they are nominated for the Oscar. And so for this one, we're going to need, let's get a location, maybe somewhere, a building that they could all be either working at or maybe living together, some sort of location or building here that they could all be at. I like it. I think you're all hanging out at a coffee shop. You're all hanging out at a coffee shop. You're choose your own characters, of course. Three-person scene, and again, I will be the one to call out Oscar-winning moment where we just dial up the emotion whoosh, all the way up and earn that Oscar. Okay, so let me get off stage. You're at a coffee shop, and players, you can unmute yourselves. And players, you're ready, and begin.
Well, my wife said she wanted a divorce today, and we don't know what's going to happen with the kids.
Anyone want to take a drink from me?
All right, here, let me just, hey man, I'm so sorry. Chuck, thank you, Teacup. Chuck, the divorce is, yes, I understand. It is a very difficult time, but take another sip. It's something you gotta get through.
Yeah, it's just tough for me right now. What about you? How are you guys holding up?
Well, I just met the love of my life, and
really?
I wrote a song for her. It got that coffee shop love. Makes me express so many feelings.
Is it about me?
You're a teacup, and I can't fall in love with you.
But James.
Nathan, Oscar-winning moment.
But James, I am truly the love of your life. You've drank in out of me so many times. I'm always here for you. I always have your tea, your coffee, your boiling water. I'm always here for you. And this rejection, I don't know how to handle it.
Wow.
You're just an you're not real. You're not real. I understand you have an AI in you, and you're supposed to you're supposed to appeal rather to humans, but we can't just get married. I just met the love of my life.
This hurts almost as much as my wife.
Yeah. If you're looking for a new wife.
You know what? Here, you're looking for take the teacup. Take the teacup. Here.
Take me.
Come on, Chuck. Drink out of it. Drink out of it. Come on.
Just not the same.
It's all right. It's all right, man. That's what I said when, my fifth wife divorced me. It's not the same. When I went out to my sixth wife.
Steven, Oscar-winning moment.
Every morning I wake up and I think it's not the same. the first, second, third, fifth. I went through not 1, not 2, not 3, not 10, but 7, or no, 5 divorces. And this new girl that I'm intending to marry, it's still, even though I love her, it's just not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I'm sorry for you, James, but you told me earlier we have to get over these things. It's hard out here.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know, from my past experiences, from my 5 divorces, yeah, I realize that you can also find love.
Yeah. I just wish it didn't have to be so difficult all the time, you know. I wish that once I settled down, that'd be for good, but
We need to find you a new love. Teacup, come on.
I'm here.
Smooch him on the lips. Come on.
whoa,
I don't
whoa,
have a mouth.
whoa.
Vince, Oscar winning moment.
I mean, you can't just come on to me like that. I mean, I still love my wife. I mean, I can't imagine my life without her, without my kid. I mean, what am I gonna do all alone? It's just me in an empty house. I don't even like tea. I don't even like tea. I'm a coffee person. And you invite me here for some tea?
I mean, she is gone now, so like, get over it.
Don't say that.
Too late.
Try it. Try the tea. Try it.
Try me.
No. I don't like tea.
But it's caffeinated tea.
I mean, I could always set you up with one of my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divorced wives.
Ooh. Could go.
And that's time. Hey, all right. Well, this might have been the most depressing coffee shop I've ever seen, but hey, you know what? That's the nature of improv. We are on every level of human emotion. It can't just be hilarious every single moment. I think we all learned something from that scene, right? And so congratulations to all of you. I hope you all win the Oscar someday. And that was Oscar winning moment. Thank you very much, boys. Well, as we move along, we're feeling pretty confident here that you are ready to see not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 scenes all at the same time, or basically in the same game. This is a game called 4 Corners. So we're going to have Sloan, Vince, Drew, and Katie R come on up, and I'm going to get down so that we have you in the 4 corners of the screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to have every combo as we kind of go ring around the rosy of this 4 corners, and they're going to each be paired off and do a scene. So across the top of the screen, I see Vince and Sloan. So for Vince and Sloan's scene, I need an object that you might find in your kitchen or perhaps your basement. Some sort of object will be the basis of their scene. And the basis of your scene is going to be a cheese grater for Vince and Sloan. And then I go and I see Sloan and Katie are together. And for this one, I'm going to need a emotion. So emotion, we're definitely not going to do sad. Let's do an emotion for their scene. And it's just a fun word to say. I have to choose it. You guys are flabbergasted. You are just flabbergasted. Across the bottom, I see Katie and Drew. For Katie and Drew, we need an occupation for Katie and Drew to do their scene. And you are car salesman. And then finally, for Drew and Vince, let's get a location somewhere you would not want to go on vacation. Somewhere you would not want to go on vacation. I know, this is where we really find out where people would not want to go on vacation. And you are not going on vacation. This is kind of a weird thing to say, but we're going to do it. You are not going on vacation in Antarctica. You are not going on vacation in Antarctica as the basis of your scene. So let's go ring around the rosy one more time. Vincent Sloan, what do you got?
Cheese grater.
Cheese grater.
Sloan and Katie.
Flabbergasted.
Katie and Drew.
Car salesman.
Mhm.
And Drew and Vince.
Antarctica.
All right, we're going to start with Vince and Sloan. The other two are just going to cover up their cameras when they're not on the screen. And so, Vince and Sloan, you may begin.
Where did you put the cheese grater? How am I supposed to make nachos?
I didn't put it anywhere, dude. I thought you put it in the drawer last time you used it after we made nachos that one time.
Wait. Maybe I'm blind. Look for me. Look for me.
Okay.
You're the one with glasses.
I don't see it.
I know.
There's been a robbery.
It's unbelievable.
Someone stole our cheese grater.
No.
That's terrible. How are we gonna make nachos?
I don't know how we're gonna make nachos without a cheese grater.
Sloan and Katie.
Hello and welcome to our podcast where we list things that make us flabbergasted. Here's my guest Sloan. She's an expert at flabbergastation.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for having me, Katie.
Yeah.
All
Now,
right.
what's one main thing that just makes you really flabbergasted?
Something that just makes me flabbergasted is the soundtrack to the movie Up. You know,
Yeah.
it's so heartfelt and beautiful. It just, my mind
Yeah, I mean, that music, like, it built my childhood and it shaped my life in a way that nothing else has.
I know.
And I am just flabbergasted at how beautiful that movie was.
No, yeah. What's one thing that makes you flabbergasted?
Well, what makes me really flabbergasted is that this is my last podcast, and it's been a great long couple of years running this podcast, but you know, everything's got to come to an end.
That's true. Hey,
Katie and Drew.
Bro, how many cars did you sell today?
I don't know, like, I want to say 8.
8?
8. How many did you sell?
I sold 8.5. You know, this lady came in and she was like, I really like that car. It's a nice Nissan, you know, it's got some nice seats and stuff, but she was like, I really only want the outside. I don't want anything in it. So,
Well, I mean, if she ever wants to do a Frankenstein thing where I just put the car organs, aka the seats, the engine, the wheel, then I'll just take her by the hand and shove her in a car. How about that?
yeah, I mean, I know that you've done some experiments in the past with your car, Frankenstein, and I think it was actually really cool. And I think maybe we should open up our own Frankenstein car shop.
Dude. Yes.
Drew and Vince.
After Australia revolted, why did Britain choose Antarctica as the next prison island?
I have no clue, dude. I am thinking I'm gonna lose, like, maybe a toe. But honestly, it's just something we can eat. Why they sent us here without food? I don't know.
I know. I hadn't eaten for days, but I think my internal organs are freezing. I'm not even hungry.
A seal. There's a seal right over there.
Oh my god.
We
Oh
can
my
get
god.
it.
I'll go around the side. You stay in the front, and we'll get it.
Okay. Hi.
3, 2, 1. No!
Oh my
No!
was entirely my fault. I am so sorry, dude. It's just that it was so slippery, and I thought
It
that
was
if
so
I would just like,
slippery.
twist it off, I don't know. I'm sorry. Now we're gonna die, and I don't.
Vincent
I don't
Sloan.
want to die. We need to hunt down whoever stole our cheese grater.
Yes. We need to call the police. Call an investigation.
No. We don't call the police. This is up to us. Taking a man's cheese grater is one step too far, and when we're finished, there's going to be a murder mystery on our hands.
Murder mystery. No one takes nachos from us.
I
It's
know.
Nacho Friday.
Nacho Friday.
You know what? We can get him. We can get him. We just need
Let's
to
go.
rally the troops. Ready?
All right, you call Paul, and I'll get Derek. We're going after him. We're going after him.
Sounds good to me.
Sloan and
Derek?
Katie.
You know what, Katie?
Yes,
We're gonna
son.
miss you. We're gonna
Yeah,
miss you. But hey, you're handing over the flabbergasted podcast to us.
I
And
am.
we will continue its legacy.
Yes, you will. And with that, I'm gonna crown you the new head of the Flabbergasted podcast.
I'm flabbergasted. about
Katie and
it.
Drew.
Well, now that we have this new idea, I think that it's ready to get this project off the ground. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, you should just like try and look for spaces, and I'll just use the money I made and pay for it all. And then we need to, get some down on their luck kid and try and like teach them the ways of Frankenstein cars. It's a good idea. It's a good idea, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for this new business plan. Maybe we should go on Shark Tank or something. We can use all the help that we can get.
Like, imagine on the outside, it's a Honda Odyssey, but
But on the inside, it's a Nissan Altima.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Oh my gosh.
This
I
is-
am
we're
so
gonna be-
excited.
We're gonna be billionaires, dude.
We're gonna do it.
It's gonna be fantastic, dude.
Drew and Vince.
When do you think the next seal comes along? I heard they're pretty rare.
I don't know, dude, but like we can also try and look for a whale. Oh,
I don't know. I don't think we can take a whale.
Polar bear, we can try.
Yeah,
If we get on its back and we can just like rip it right open.
I know they're so isolated now, and they're running out of land, and we can take it from them.
An iceberg first, and then we can just.
It's gonna taste so good.
Polar bear.
Can you imagine just sinking your teeth into it?
And that's time. I have literally created a monster there. Jeez, wow, you guys were crazed. And that's the game of four corners. Yeah, a lot to keep track of there with all the four different combinations. Nice job, kids. Thank you very much. We're going to move on to our final individual game. We're going to keep things light as it's at the end, is that there's going to be a murder. And we're going to try to explain it in a game we call Chain Murder Mystery. I need Josh, Greg, Katie D, and Julia up on the screen, up on the stage. And yeah, in the game of Chain Murder Mystery, a murder is going to happen, and they're going to have to tell, kind of like a game of telephone, from one to the next, to the next, to the next. However, they're so shocked they won't be able to use words. They're going to have to use pantomime and maybe some gibberish and sound effects to relay it. So three of them are going to go to the waiting room. So bye-bye to Greg, Katie, and Julia. So I'll put them in the waiting room. And yes, this is the fun part. Thank you. Keep that wave going, Julia. Thank you. Excellent. And Josh is going to be the one to know the details of the murder and relay them to the other witnesses. So for this, we need the location of the murder, the occupation of the victim, and then, of course, what was the murder weapon. So let's start with the location. What was the location of the murder? As I'm getting some suggestions. And I see some, ooh, nice one. The location, ooh, was in a field of flowers. The location was in a field of flowers. And unfortunately, our poor victim, his occupation, his or her occupation, something that, might be able to be figured out as you communicate. His occupation is that he was a professional stand-up comedian. His occupation was a professional stand-up comedian. And finally, what was the murder weapon? What was the murder weapon? Could be something that could be a murder weapon, could be something totally out there. And so what was the murder weapon? Looking for some examples here and some suggestions. For those of you at home, hey, shout at the TV. That's okay. Maybe I'll hear, maybe, out of probability, maybe I'll say what you say. The murder weapon was somehow a sandcastle. All right, so Josh, let's, Josh, you disappeared. There you go. Josh, let's run down exactly what happened one more time. The location of the murder was?
A field of flowers.
Okay, have fun with that one. And what was the occupation of our victim?
A stand-up comedian.
And what was the murder weapon?
Oh, this one's a classic. A sandcastle.
Oh my gosh, every Agatha Christie novel, it was always this thing here. Okay, well, I'm going to get off stage and I'm going to bring in the first witness for you to relay this message. And that first witness is Greg. So I'm going to bring back Greg and I'll let you share the terrible news.
All right. Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Yeah.
Somebody familiar. Greg, I got some troubling news.
What was that news?
There's been a murder.
A murder?
A murder!
Oh my gosh.
And I know every last detail about it, and I'm gonna tell you with real words right now. You
Please
ready? All right, in English.
You froze.
Oh no. Well, now we just wait, I guess. Improv. Okay. All right.
Okay, perfect communication. All right, Josh, take a seat. We're going to bring in Katie, and now Greg is going to relay that very crystal clear message to Katie. So let's get Katie in here. And Greg, you can tell her all about it.
Hi, Katie.
Hello.
Guess what? There's been a murder.
Oh no.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you what happened, okay?
Okay.
So, I would love to tell you what happened if I can remember what happened.
Where did it happen? Was there anything that you picked up or I know he froze during it, so can you remember? Josh, feel free to come back up if you want to give a quick reminder.
Wait, that was the second one.
No, that was actually his first one he's doing.
Oh.
Should I leave?
Nope, you're fine. Just recap the first one. The first one, Josh.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay, bye, Josh.
Sorry. Okay. Javaju. No. I dropped you. No.
No. Ah. Ah. No. Go. Shoop.
I drop you. Akun. Aka. Goo.
Okay, and we're going to move on to our final witness. So, Katie, you're going to have to share that terrible news with Julia, as she probably wonders if we forgot about her, but here she comes. And Katie, you can take it away when she shows up.
Julia, there has been a murder.
Oh no!
I have suddenly lost my ability to speak coherent words, so I'm just gonna pantomime it to you.
All right, great.
Okay. Shoop.
Hmm.
Mm. Mm-mm. Ow.
Ah.
Oh, we are letting this go, kids. We're gonna fight through this. Julia clapped. She knows it. So now we're moving on to the occupation.
Okay. Shabba 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 shoop, shabba shabba shoop, shoop. Okay. Shoop, 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 shoop. Shoop, 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 shoop. Shoop, 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 shoop. Shoo. Shoop, 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 shoop. Whee! Shoop, shoop, shoop. Shoop, 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 shoop. Whee!
Oh my, we made it to the end. If we could have Greg come back and then Josh, do it in the reverse order. Josh, go away. There we go. Okay, this is going to be the big reveal. I'm not sure this murder is going to be solved, but we're going to do our best. So we're going to go backwards through order. Julia to Katie to Greg to Josh. And let's see if the message made it all the way through. Julia, what was the location of the murder?
Transylvania.
Transylvania. Katie, what do you think?
Don't really know either. A bakery?
The bakery. Greg?
A science laboratory.
Science laboratory. Josh, what was the location?
I'm not sure if I want to say now.
You mean it wasn't one of those three locations?
It was a field of flowers.
A field of flowers. So
Oh,
that
I
might
was
have been-
kind of close.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
When I guessed, I was asking if it was like a flower.
That's right. Absolutely. It was perfect. Okay. What was the occupation? This might have made it through all four of you. Julia, what was the occupation?
A stand-up comedian.
Katie?
Stand-up comedian.
Greg? Josh, what was it?
Stand-up comedian.
Yay! Everyone wins. And finally, what was the murder weapon? This was a tough one. Julia, what do you think?
A sled.
A
Sled, Katie? A sled. Greg?
A roller coaster.
Roller coaster. Josh, it was?
A sand castle.
A sand castle.
Wow.
You know, unfortunately, it's a sad commentary on the world that, not every crime will be solved in a timely manner. That's for darn sure. Hey, that was Chain Murder Mystery. We hope you enjoyed it. It was enjoyable in its own way. You guys aren't going anywhere because everyone's coming up for our big final game. Everyone plays. And somewhat fitting. Come on, everyone up. And not actually, I'm going to go off. because this last game is called The World's Worst. The World's Worst. And that each of them, this is a pun or a cleverness game where I'm going to give a prompt about things someone might say either at, the world's worst thing you might say at a certain event, or the things that the world's worst blank might say. So, and they're just going to raise their hands. I'm going to call on them. We'll probably do 2 rounds here. And so let me get off the screen. And so I'm going to ask for what would be the world's worst thing to say at a newborn baby's, like the first time you meet a newborn baby. Katie D.
I don't think that's yours.
Josh.
Oh yeah, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Peter.
I thought babies were supposed to be cute.
Alicia.
Blink twice if you need me to get you out.
Greg.
I see where it gets its weight.
Vince.
Why is there a slug in that blanket?
I think I heard that one. KDR.
Who's ready to make some mashed potatoes with that thing?
And Drew.
It's not your fault.
Okay, I said we're going to do 2 rounds. We're going to do 1 or 2 more rounds. All right, what would be something that would be said by the world's worst? All right, I'll ask for it. World's worst teacher. Something that would be said by the world's worst teacher. Steven.
Hey, I'm Mr. Karlofsky.
Saw
nice
that
to have
coming
you
a
in
mile
comedy.
away.
I mean,
Coming
Improvaganza.
a
There we
mile
go.
away, I asked for that one. Josh.
Oh, teach the improv classes too? Yeah, sure. I don't see why not.
Greg.
I don't know how to do this either.
Drew.
I saw that coming from a mile away. A mile away.
Katie D.
Welcome to the first day of class, everyone. I regret to inform you that you have all already failed.
Vince.
I hate children.
Nathan.
Hello and welcome to math class.
KDR.
Well, in these unprecedented times.
Sloan.
None of my students get A's.
Alicia.
Oh, you missed that lesson? Loser!
And Julia.
I don't know either, so you can just go.
Okay, and our final one for the night. What would be something that what would be the world's worst thing to say at somebody's wedding? At somebody's wedding. And is our final go around here. World's worst thing to say at somebody's wedding. Peter.
$20. $20. This will last 3 weeks.
Drew.
You really cocked the shotgun there.
KDR.
I call bridesmaid number 1.
Greg.
Are you pregnant?
Vince.
Are you supposed to love your spouse?
Katie D.
I kissed her last night.
Steven.
Hey, yo, everybody look at this loser getting married.
Nathan.
Oh, so that's the one you ended up with. Good job.
Josh.
Now, I'm not legally a minister, so to say, but I can still get you guys married no time.
Julia.
It should have been me instead.
Sloan.
Oh, wait, you're wearing white? I'm wearing white.
And Alicia.
Meet me at the back of the church. We can get out of this together.
Oh my gosh, that would be the world's worst thing to say at a wedding. Everyone, please come on back up. And we are going to say goodbye to Improvaganza. Let's meet our cast one more time. That's Katie DeRoe, Greg Nepple, Peter Canalia, Vince Hackle, Alicia Pennepacker, Nathan Horwitz, Sloan Greenfield, Katie Riome, Josh Pat, Julia Bundy, Stephen Wu, and Drew Whitford. This has been Improvaganza 2020. You know, it's been a real ride. We thank you so much for sticking with us. Ooh, as I press play again. We thank you so much for watching. We hope you had a great time. We had a heck of a lot of fun if you couldn't tell. But most importantly, thank you so much. We wish you well. We hope that you and your family are doing well and are staying safe. Other than that, take care of yourselves. Everyone say bye-bye to your cameras. Bye-bye.